Did you know that Sinulog was not really a Christian or a Catholic celebration? So wait lang, is there even, such a thing as an authentic Sinulog? Join us as we dive deep into Sinulog's journey, from its ancient origins to its present-day splendor. Uncovering how this celebration is deeply intertwined with Cebu's vibrant culture and deep history, how it has been shaped by Christianity, colonialism, and the modern world. Let's dig deeper into Sinulog. Mabuhay, or in Kapampangan, luwid kayo. Welcome back to yet another history video. It's me, Kirby, Araullo, your friendly Pinoy historian. And in today's video, we set sail into the captivating journey through Sinulog's history. From its pre-colonial roots to the dynamic celebration it is today. In this video, we'll deepen our appreciation, our understanding, and our celebration of our people's history, culture, and everything in between. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's begin our journey by unraveling the linguistic tapestry and the roots of the word Sinulog. This term, deeply rooted in the Cebuano language, reflects the dance's signature rhythmic and circular movements, originating from the word sulog, a Cebuano word signifying water current or flow of movement. Sinulog aptly captures the dance's essence of fluidity and grace. The name Sinulog is not just a mere linguistic choice. It profoundly mirrors the physical ebbs and flows of the dance, reminiscent of the gentle currents of Cebu's Pahina River. But beyond that, it represents the seamless and enduring link between history and the present day. Like a river that flows incessantly, the dance weaves through time, carrying along a rich tapestry of stories, traditions, and spiritual beliefs from one generation to the next. Interestingly, unknown to many, the word Sinulog itself also has cognates or similar words in other languages, such as in Maguindanaon, where the term Sinulog also refers to the graceful movements of the river. In the lush, majestic islands of pre-colonial Cebu, the Sinulog dance emerged as a sacred ritual among the indigenous Visayan people. Imagine a time when the rhythmic steps of Sinulog transcended mere dance, becoming a profound link to the spiritual world, a ceremonial way to connect with the deities known as the Anitos. Antonio Pigafetta himself, the chronicler of Magellan's expedition, witnessed these spiritual rituals. He described seeing women adorned with brass bells dancing for Raja Humabon and Hara Humamay, the rulers of Cebu back in 1521. These dances, led by respected babaylans, were more than just performances. They were vibrant expressions of Cebu's spiritual essence, blending music, movement, and sacred rituals. Sinulog was an integral part of life long before the Spanish conquest, embodying the spiritual practices of the Visayan people. It represented not just a physical expression, but a deep cultural and spiritual bond. However, as we dive deeper, it's important to recognize the challenges and changes introduced by the arrival of foreign influences. Unknown to many, Sinulog's origins predate the arrival of Ferdinand Magellan in 1521. Sinulog actually has a much deeper pre-colonial roots. Experts recognize Sinulog as a vibrant part of indigenous traditions, a ritual dance paying homage to the land and its spiritual protectors. More than just dance, Sinulog was a living, breathing tradition, a rhythm passed down through generations, symbolizing a deep connection to Mother Nature and spiritual forces. In its pre-colonial context, Sinulog was essential as a ritual of reverence and prayer. Far from being merely artistic, it was a vital aspect of the community's spiritual life. The Visayan people performed Sinulog as a rain dance, a sacred act of entreating the Anitos or deities, a reflection of their intricate bond with both Mother Nature and the spiritual world. This dance weaved together a vibrant mixture of movements and rhythms, interwoven with stories, rituals, and an unwavering bond with the unseen forces that shaped their world and existence. In 1521, Ferdinand Magellan arrived in Cebu, symbolized by the planting of the cross, ushering in a new era shadowed by colonialism. This crucial moment in history demands a thoughtful look at its deep impact on indigenous cultures. Magellan's act of gifting the Santo Niño, or the image of the child Jesus, to the rulers of Cebu was more than just a cultural gesture. gesture. It marked the introduction of Christian ideologies into the indigenous Visayan world, profoundly affecting traditions like the Sinulog. This fusion of cultures transformed Sinulog, incorporating Christian elements while maintaining its indigenous essence. The arrival of Christianity did not only alter local traditions, but also signified a major change in the Visayan cultural landscape. It turned Sinulog into a symbol of the local culture's resilience and ability to adapt. This era highlights the intricate balance of embracing new influences while preserving indigenous cultural values, showcasing the enduring strength and the adaptability of the Visayan identity through times of change. Now, over the 44 years between Magellan's arrival in 1521 and Legazpi's landing in Cebu in 1565, Sinulog quietly observed the ebb and flow of history. It transformed from a sacred ritual honoring the ancestral deities to a symbol of devotion for the Santo Niño, the emblem of spirituality brought by Magellan. This period marked a subtle yet significant transformation, merging ancient customs with newfound beliefs. Amidst this shifting and changing times, the Cebuanos stood at a cultural junction, and thus Sinulog evolved beyond a mere dance. It became a connecting thread, weaving together the time-honored traditions of Cebu with the emerging Christian faith across the Philippine archipelago. Okay, so while I'm a passionate historian, passionate about Philippine history, I just want to acknowledge that I am not Cebuano and I don't specialize in Cebu's history. But nevertheless, my enthusiasm in, exploring and sharing our deeper and diverse cultural heritage remains a driving force in today's video. So for those of you who are interested in diving deeper into this rich tapestry of history, culture, and everything in between, I've included a list of sources, recommended readings, and documentaries in the comments below. So make sure to check them out after this video. Kaya naman, I also want to give a special shoutout and a heartfelt thank you to the amazing Cebuano historians. Daghang salamat to Dr. Resel B. Mojares and Dr. Jorbers Reynes Bersales. Whose works have been instrumental in guiding my understanding and deepening my appreciation of Cebu's Sinulog. And syempre, special shoutout din to my good friends Bernie Macaraliano and Sinjin Pineda of Cebu. Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan. Now back to our topic, let's talk about the Santo Niño. During the transformative period from 1521 to 1565, the Santo Niño, known locally as the Balaang Bata sa Sugbu, transcended its Christian origins, becoming a venerated figure in Cebu's diverse pantheon of deities. This era was marked by a remarkable blend of religious beliefs, typical of the fluid nature of Southeast Asian spirituality. The Balaang Bata sa Sugbu was seamlessly integrated into Cebu's indigenous religious practices, symbolizing the community's resilience and adaptability. And this was not just acceptance, but a harmonious fusion of the Santo Niño with the local spiritual traditions. The Sinulog dance's evolution during this period mirrored this cultural synthesis, with the Balaang Bata sa Sugbu at its heart, weaving together indigenous rituals and Christian narratives. Now this fusion underscores Cebu's enduring spirit of cultural and religious convergence, reflecting a rich syncretic heritage unique to Southeast Asian spirituality. Now fast forward to the year 1980, a pivotal moment in the history of Sinulog. Sir David S. Odilao Jr., deeply attuned to the cultural resonance of the dance, courageously spearheaded the first Sinulog parade. This initiative marked a revival of the dance, weaving it with elements of historical representation through vibrant floats and costumes, and thus bridging the ancient traditions with the modern day. Celebrated in the lively streets of Cebu, the inaugural Sinulog parade was more than just a display. It stood as a dynamic testament to the enduring essence of a dance that had journeyed through centuries. The parade, adorned with historical floats, narrated the rich tapestry of Cebu's colorful past, tracing a lineage from its indigenous roots to contemporary times. It was a celebration not only of history, but also of the continuous evolution and lasting spirit of Cebu's cultural legacy. The Sinulog Festival, in its dynamic evolution, presents a rich cultural mosaic, blending indigenous dances with Christian practices from the colonial era. More than just a festivity, it represents the resilience and adaptability of Cebu's cultural identity, merging ancient traditions with contemporary innovations. As Sinulog rose in prominence, it evolved into a vibrant narrative of Cebu's journey through Christianization. The parade, more than a mere procession, became a lively showcase of cultural evolution over the centuries. Every dance step and rhythm in Sinulog tells a story, reflecting the intricate mix of indigenous resilience and colonial impact, echoing historical moments like Magellan's arrival and the introduction of the Santo Niño to the Cebuanos. This intercultural dance demonstrating adaptation stands as a tribute to the persistent spirit and the ongoing legacy of the indigenous cultural identity amidst the waves of external forces and colonial influences. Okay, before we delve deeper into the lesser-known aspects of Sinulog, let's take a moment to explore a fascinating historical perspective. According to the research of Cebuano historian Dr. Jobers Bersales, an old photograph of the Sinulog taken by Felix Laureano, known as the father of Philippine photography, opens a unique window into the dance's origins and its evolution under colonial influence. Unknown to many, this 1895 photograph, captured not in Cebu but in Iloilo, depicts a war dance with roots from Holo Sulu, and it bears resemblance to the ancient jousts and tournaments. Now, originally, it was a display of martial prowess among Muslim warriors performed before the Sultan. However, it was transformed under Spanish rule to depict the conflicts between Muslim and Christian warriors. And this evolution, which we now call as Moro-Moro, served both as entertainment and propaganda. And this shift in the dance's narrative did not only alter its form, but also obscured the pre-colonial relationships and links between the Visayas and the Sultanate of Sulu, adding a layer of complexity to the historical and cultural understanding of Sinulog. And thus, reflecting on Laureano's historical photograph deepens our understanding of Sinulog's rich and complex history. So with this unique perspective, let's now shift our focus to explore some of the most, lesser known elements of this world-famous festival. Hidden gems that may not be as widely known outside Cebu, but they do provide us with a deeper understanding of Sinulog's deeper roots and thus providing us with a unique depth to the Sinulog experience. Integral to Sinulog's splendor is the Fluvial Parade, a spiritual odyssey by sea, reminiscent of the historical voyage that brought Christianity to the shores of the Philippines. Participants arrayed in colorful garb embark on a maritime procession venerating the Santo Niño amidst the waves. This nautical journey, echoing the past, transforms the surrounding waters into a flowing canvas of devotion. The symphony of prayers and hymns over the sea not only commemorates the arrival of the Christian faith, but also reinforces the deep-rooted spiritual connection of the people to Sinulog's origins. However, unknown to many, the Fluvial Parade of the Sinulog Festival is not just a celebration of faith. It is in fact a continuation of a rich maritime tradition with deep pre-colonial roots. This majestic event, where the revered Santo Niño is carried along Cebu's waters, is a vivid reminder of the Philippines' enduring connection to our maritime heritage. In fact, similar fluvial processions can be seen across the archipelago, each with its own unique cultural significance. In Pampanga, the Apongiro Festival venerates St. Peter, showcasing a blend of the indigenous Kapampangan fluvial traditions, pre-colonial spirituality with the Catholic faith. And in Sulu and North Borneo, we have the Lepa-Lepa Festival that celebrates the seafaring indigenous Sama Bajau people with their ornately decorated boats. Meanwhile, the Ginakit Fluvial Parade in Maguindanao is a vibrant river parade commemorating the arrival of Sharif Kabunsuan, who brought Islam to Mindanao, and thus reflecting the rich cultural roots of the Bangsamoro people. These diverse fluvial parades, including that of Sinulog, highlight a shared historical connection to the waters that have shaped the cultural and spiritual landscapes of the islands we now call the Philippines. Now, unknown to most tourists, the Sinulog Festival actually begins with a deeply spiritual experience, the 9-day Novena. This series of prayers and masses brings the community together in a shared journey of faith and reflection. With each day focusing on different themes, it strengthens the collective spiritual bond, fostering a sense of unity and anticipation. And this novena is more than just a religious ritual. It is a period of introspection and communal harmony, laying the groundwork for the festival's spiritual essence. Now, amid Sinulog's exuberant dance and colors, the Solemn Procession offers a reflective and spiritual counterpoint. This awe-inspiring march, steeped in devotion and meditation, allows participants to express their faith and gratitude in a peaceful environment. The procession, a serene journey through the streets streets of Cebu contrasts with the festival's vibrant energy, showcasing Sinulog's diverse character. Now, this part of the festival offers a chance for individuals to make connections with the spiritual heart of Sinulog, underlining the depth and complexity of this cultural celebration. Within Sinulog's profound symbolisms, the Hapsburg emblem featuring a two-headed hawk transcends its role as a mere decoration on the Santo Niño's coat of arms. It stands as a potent reminder of Spain's imperial history, and its presence in Sinulog is both an acknowledgement of historical realities and a testament to cultural resilience. Now, this emblem does not only recall the complexity of colonial power and religious influence, but it also invites us to reflect critically on how colonialism impacted indigenous cultures. Sinulog, through its inclusion of this emblem, offers us an opportunity to celebrate our people's cultural survival, while at the same time critically examining the enduring impacts of colonialism, and thus enriching our understanding of Sinulog's historical and contemporary significance. Okay, nowadays, when we think of Sinulog, we picture these colorful dances with the dancers holding the image of the Santo Niño while dancing. However, in the early traditions of Sinulog, the dance was a solemn act performed in front of the Santo Niño, not with the icon in hand. And this original practice highlights a deep respect for the holy figure, reflecting the festival's evolution from a reverent tribute to a vibrant expression of faith. And this shift from dancing in front of the Santo Niño to incorporating the Santo Niño into the dance itself illustrates the intricate blend of indigenous traditions and colonial influences. And this aspect of Sinulog is fascinating, embodying both the continuity of tradition and the evolution of the festival, where reverence and celebration intertwine, and thus echoing the intricate mix of indigenous spiritual beliefs and colonial influences. Now, before we close this video, I just want to give a special shout out to all my patrons, because this channel, this video will not be possible without the love and the support of all my patrons, subscribers, and viewers like you throughout these years. Kaya naman maraming salamat po, or in Binisaya, daghang salamat. So if you want to help me make more videos like this, please be my patron on Patreon or be a member of my YouTube channel. You may also check out my books, coloring books, ebooks, and merch about the history and culture of the Philippines and Southeast Asia. So check out the links below and don't miss out. Okay, now back to our topic. To close today's video, let's dive deep into Sinulog's essence. And let's talk about the importance of cultural sensitivity in its celebration and preservation. In the colorful and spirited celebrations of Sinulog, there's a dedicated effort to preserve its pre-colonial and authentic essence, ensuring that the festival's present-day vibrancy honors its profound spiritual and cultural roots. Cebu's cultural custodians and historians have been actively documenting Sinulog's ancestral movements and traditions, which were once traditionally passed down orally, and they do this to safeguard the authenticity of the dance for future generations. And this endeavor is more than just celebration. It's an act of reverence and commitment to Sinulog's deeper roots and colorful history. And as many of you know, the festival recently experienced a moment of reflection with the inclusion of the indigenous single dance of the Maranao people, sparking important discussions on cultural sensitivity. And this was highlighted by concerns from the Muslim communities. And thus, this incident emphasizes the need for a thoughtful cultural representation, especially in the festival with a deep historical roots and spiritual context. The response, comprising an apology and a commitment to enhance cultural understanding, mirrors a wider call and recognition of the importance of maintaining Sinulog's integrity while at the same time honoring and respecting the diversity of our people's traditions and religions. And as we wrap up our journey through Sinulog's storied past, we're reminded that this festival is not only a vibrant display of Cebu's heritage, but also an important part of our people's diverse cultural mosaic in the islands we now call the Philippines. Sinulog stands as a testament to our people's enduring cultural vigor and a call for a celebration that embraces our people's colorful traditions and rich diversity. And as we join in the festivities and chant Viva Pit Señor, let's also deepen our understanding and appreciation of the diverse cultures, traditions, and religions that contribute to our diverse people's unique interwoven narrative. Kaya naman to everyone celebrating Sinulog in Cebu and beyond, malipayong pagsaulog sa kapistahan ni Senyor Santo Niño. Viva Pete Senyor! Actually, fun fact, when I was a little kid in Pampanga in Angeles City, Philippines, I learned a little bit of the Sinulog dances because we do have a vibrant Cebuano and Visayan community in Angeles City. And when I was a little kid, I learned a little bit of the dances, although I'm not that of an expert. Anyways, that is it for me today. So if there's anything that I missed or anything that you want to add, let us know in the comments below. Let us learn from one another. And if you like this video or learn a thing or two, don't forget to like, share this video, comment down below, and please subscribe to my channel for more history, culture, and everything in between. Maraming salamat po. O in Kapampangan, dakal pong salamat, and in Binisaya, daghang salamat. See you next time. Or in Tagalog kita kits and in Kapampangan, Mikitix, and in Binisaya, kita aita.